How's it going, everybody? My name's Alex. Welcome to my new guide that I wanted to make for a very long time, and it's gonna be how to level up faster than normal on this game, and what you should do to take those steps if you want to level up to your max level really fast. Because as you guys know, the max level is very high up there. And now, note to you guys before you go further into this video, if this is a guide on if you have a subscription. So if you don't have a subscription, you probably don't want to watch this video, just a heads up. But anyways guys, let's get started. So I've been leveling up this level 48 storm for quite a while, and I haven't been really doing it non-stop, but when I do quests and stuff, I'm very fast. And some people that have watched me stream this character, only recently I've been getting help from some people, but when I used to stream and leveling up this account, this character or whatever, I was basically soloing, and I did a few things differently than the last guide, which was you power yourself up through dungeons. And I got a lot of comments on that video saying, yo, can you do a guide where you don't do dungeons? Can you just give us a basic premises of what worlds you should do first and whatnot? So I'm going to go in detail on that and what you guys should definitely do to level up fast as hell. So the first step I'd recommend when you're leveling up your new character is don't do dungeons at the start. The reason I say that is because the last guide was just more like a PvP guide. This guy's going to be more like, yo, you want to level up your character to 110? Let's do this. I would recommend doing the higher level dungeons when you're first making your character to get fast XP, mainly because of the fact that when you do the dungeons later on in your run, you're going to have a little bit slower time leveling up later, and it's proven. For example, my ice that I was leveling, that was in that last video, I eventually leveled that character up to level 50, and as I was doing the other dungeons, I was getting 0 XP on dungeons, so my level up time was a lot slower than my friends who were leveling up way faster than me because they had the dungeon XP. And the dungeon XP wasn't set to just level you up automatically like when you are on lower levels. So that's just an explanation on that. So you should definitely not do that stuff. The next way you can level up really fast is if you don't do side quests. Now with the Polaris update, they don't really have that many side quests in that world, but anything up to that point will have side quests. And side quests, this is where you tell if it's a side quest or not. There's either accept or a decline. Main quests do not have the decline feature, so if you find a quest that does not have decline on it, then that is a main quest, and if it does have decline, that is a side quest. The next thing I recommend is when you're not doing your main quest, your level up time will be really fast because you'll basically be going through the main quest in the world faster than if you were wasting your time doing side quests. And a lot of people are going to be like, oh, if you're doing side quests, you're going to miss out on a lot of XP, right? Well, not really. You might be underleveled, but you're at a level within the world that you can handle almost any single enemy in the world, so just don't worry about that. The only area I recommend doing side quests in the lower levels is probably Palace of Fire in Krakatopia, because if you do the side quest in there, besides the Narini quest where you have to collect the scrolls and the gem quest, you basically get all the other stuff from the other quests in there. So I'd recommend doing that. And you shouldn't also do the sand guys quest, whatever those first enemies that you see in the first part of the anime, in the area actually. Next thing I'm going to talk about for leveling up fast is work with a team. The best way you can do this is by utilizing another friend or another team member, as I would like to say. So if you have someone that you're leveling up with from the start of your questing spree, that's a really good thing. If you don't, you can solo everything, but for anything that you don't think you're content with soloing, ask some people that on your friends list that can help you, or use the team up feature, because team up, me and Luke use team up a lot in the high level dungeons, and truth be told, you can get through a dungeon with team up. So I'm pretty sure your lower levels it's the same way if you can make it work in Darkmoor. I'd recommend using Team Builder also to make new friends and potentially people that you can quest with. Because 9 times out of 10, when you're doing team up, you're going to meet people that are on the same quest as you and are not really farming for shit. So they're there to do the quest, and they're there that you can quest with. So that's a really good thing you should also think about. But note that you don't really need to use team up till probably Marleybone. And the next tip I have for you guys is stay in populated areas. So if I go to like realms, I'd recommend being on the crowded realms and like if you are in a full realm, being there. Because when you're in those realms, there's a higher chance of you to find someone else that you can work with or quest with. So you're basically set to go and you can almost get done with everything that you need to be done with, and it's really cool. So that's the good thing about that. And so basically, the last tip I have for you guys to level up fast is if you can't solo, buy henchmen. And you guys might be saying, why the fuck should I do this? And the main reason why is because if you have crowns to burn and you're stuck on a boss where you can't kill it, you can always buy $60, not $60 the crowns. You don't have to do that, but spend 60 crowns on like a 60 henchman. Let me look at them real quick. Henchman, gameplay, henchman. Don't buy these. Just go here and buy like a level 60 henchman for 75 crowns. And if you do that, it should be easy. And I'd only recommend buying either a life or a storm henchman. If you're a class that can do damage, go for a life henchman. If you're a class that really can't do damage and you're sitting there healing yourself, go for another damage. Or if you want to kill shit really fast, go for a damage and a damage. So basically what I'm saying is you should only use these on boss battles, nothing else. Minions are fairly easy to kill, so if I go into Unicorn Way and I've had a Lost Soul, for example, you should be able to kill that. There's no sense in buying a henchman. And it's kind of like if I go in Mushu, I should be able to kill 2 piggies. So I recommend only using these henchmen for if you really cannot solo a boss. I don't recommend using them on cheating bosses, and the good thing about cheating bosses is you're going to be in a populated area for that, so team up will be really highly used for those dungeons, so you'll always get a real person. Now, I think that's about it for this guide. oh yeah, I forgot the last thing I want to say. For your world order, what I'd recommend doing is going in through this way. First, you start at Wizard City, of course, and then you go to Crocotopia. But in Wizard City, all I recommend is doing your main quest. Don't do Colossus Boulevard, because now Colossus Boulevard isn't really needed more than it used to be. Mainly because the Obsidian chest and Dragonspire, you don't need to go through Colossus to get that chest anymore. That chest is just gone. So you basically do everything in Wiz besides Colossus Boulevard, and then you hit up Crocotopia. Note, you might be around level 9 before you get to Croc, so you might have to do a little bit of side quest before you go into Croc. Then once you're level 10, you should be doing Crocotopia. That should level you up from like level 10 to around level 20. 21 or so, and then after that you go into Marleybone, you do that world, and that should level you up to around 26, and then you go from 26 to around 35 in Mushu, and then you do Dragonspire, and I'd recommend doing Dragonspire because then you can hit up level 40, and level 42 or something is what I think I was, and then you should do Dragonspire, well, not Dragon, I already said Grizzleheim and Winter Tusk, and I'd highly recommend you guys getting people to do Winter Tusk with you, and if not, buy henchmen. But Grizzleheim is fairly easy. The reason I recommend doing Grizzleheim at level 40 is because if you do Grizzleheim at level 40, you have all the access to all the areas, and then you can mainly just plow through that world, hit up Winter Tusk, and Winter Tusk will level you up to around 50, 52, which is a really good type of area to be in for Celestia. And it should level, and then once you're at around 52, you should be able to easily finish up Celestia around level 58. And then you should do Safaria until whatever level you are. And then it's basically self-explanatory. The only worlds I really recommend you don't do at level 60 and stuff is probably Wisteria. Wisteria is pretty pointless. And I think that's the only world you should probably skip. Aquila, you should definitely do those dungeons at level 90. The only world I really feel bad for anyone doing this run on would probably be Azteca, mainly because Aztec is just a bitch. But that's basically the world rundown. You basically go in order for the most part until Grizzleheim, and then you do Winter Tusk before Celestia. Remember that, and you should be good to go. And that should be an easy way to level up to 110. And I hope this helps for anyone of you guys that are just getting into leveling up fast characters really quickly. Those are all the tips I can give to you. I know this, but remember, you have to have a subscription to do this. And so yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. If you want to see more Wizard101 guide videos, please subscribe. It means a lot. And yeah, so I will also make a PvP video, PvP leveling guide now. So after I get some more ideas on how to do that. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Hope you enjoy the video, and peace out, guys. Have an awesome day. Oh, and happy Thanksgiving, by the way. Just FYI.